Hey guys, what's up? Sorry if there's been videos lately. I've been deciding on other stuff and been working on some other things and all that. Today, however, I am doing a movie review. Last night, I went and saw a film I was curious about, it looked interesting and whatnot. And what film am I talking about? I'm talking about Goodbye, Christopher Robin. Goodbye, Christopher Robin kind of tells how the story we all know from one of Disney classics of Winnie-The Pooh. But there's a lot more to it than what there seems. So, and on that note, let me talk about it. So, the author of the book is a man who wrote plays about comedies and whatnot, and he's dealing with a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder and all that. And in the course of the film, we see him raising his son, and along the way, he writes a story involving him, but there's more to it than what there seems. Now, I went and saw the film because it was really interesting to me because I was curious about, Winnie the Pooh and the story behind it and such. And I have to say, this was quite delightful, I honestly will say. One of the things I give praise about this film was when you see some of the ideas and such from Winnie the Pooh, like when young Christopher Robin, the boy, gets the animals from his stuffed bear, from Piglet, Eeyore, and all of them. I really did like seeing some of that because that was very interesting to see and all that. Now, I actually did not know that Margaret Robbie was in the film, and she plays a very interesting role in the film and all, as she is his mother, Christopher Robin's mother. But yeah, there's a lot to her character. She's dealing with a lot because, for one thing, she wanted a girl instead of a boy in the film because because this was during around the time of the war and everything, and she didn't want to have a son go out because she knew there might be another war that would come and such. So, but I honestly thought this film was very great and everything. Actually, I like some of the stuff that they did. With the author and everything. I should say he was such a character who was dealing with war, traumas of war and everything because he's tired of it. He wants to give people something to think and enjoy. And with that, you see him with Chris Ryan, Winnie the Pooh, and everything was pretty nice. As you see the impact it has on the world and everything and such. And I did enjoy that a lot. The casting of the characters, like I said, from Margaret Robbie to our author to the actor who played both actors who played Chris Robin at the young age and as he got older, was honestly really great, and I did enjoy that honestly quite a bit and such. So some of the ideas and such that they did bring with the stuff, actually, with the Acre Woods and the stuffed animals and all that of his dolls and all that was honestly really impressive, and I really liked some of such. But the thing I really did like was when we see the author. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, so sorry about that. But as I'm saying, the author who I really did like a lot in the film because one thing about the film I would say is the first half of the film is him dealing with the traumas of war, dealing with how war is affected and everything and such. So, and I honestly did like that a lot because it really was kind of interesting to see and everything and such. And he wanted to give people something to think and feel good about because there's at a time when war was just so bad and everything, and people were dealing with quite a bit of such. So, and then the second half of the film actually deals with Christopher Robin and everything because the world is loving Winnie the Pooh. Everyone is loving him. He's getting interviews. He actually went into a zoo to take a picture of the bear known as Winnie, and I honestly could not believe that actually did happen. If you stay by the end of the credits of the film, you see actual images that what did happen in the film and such. So, but yeah, this was really something. A.A. Mine, played by Dom Hall Gleason, who was the author I liked for the first half of the film. And then, of course, Alexander Lawton and Will Tilston, both were fantastic as Chris Robin. I also really enjoyed Olive, who was played by Kelly MacDonald, who was his nanny in the film. Because when you look at this picture, you see that Christopher Robin pretty much, his parents were very neglectful. The nanny was more of a parental figure to him as she raises him and such, because his dad and mom are off, because his mom's off partying and everything or such. And his dad's trying to do right and everything and such, and doing signings and whatnot later on in the film. But you feel for Christopher Robin a lot in the film because he's made fun of, like, when he goes to the private school and everything and such. So, and he's trying to get away from that because that's not who he is and everything. And you felt for that character in the film because you see the impact of how everyone is, from reporters wanting to interview him, children talking about, wanting to talk to him and all that and such. And you felt for this character because he is just dealing with all this such, and I felt for that character very much. And when the film first starts, you see that the parents are kind of have a letter and everything, and as you learn later in the film, Chris Robin wants to leave that behind, go to the war because he just can't be who he is and wants to be this pride, wants to be this to do something and all. And you respect that. I respect that a lot about him because he's not the Chris Robin people see in the books and everything. He is his own person and whatnot and such. So, but I have to say, I did like this film quite a bit. The only kind of nitpick I did have with the film was, while it was a phenomenon that Winnie the Pooh had gotten so many audiences and such, people loved it and all that, I would have loved to seen how that made an impact for the people. Because, when you read the story and everything, how it affects them, you can see, we could go on to cut to another person and all that to see how it affected them, how it helped them in a sense, stuff like that I kind of would have wanted to see and everything. But despite that, when we see Domhnall Gleeson's A.A. Mom, or Mill, or Mine, I can't say his name right now, first half of the film dealing with the traumas of war and, wanting to say war is not good, to do something different, and then with doing the Winnie the Pooh, writing Winnie the Pooh and everything was such a great thing, and then with the second half of the film, seeing Chris Robin deal with the impact it has on the world was very interesting and such, so. But I have to say, I did thought this film was very interesting. I did not know a lot of stuff about it, I did grow up watching some of the Winnie the Pooh cartoons mostly. My sister was a big Winnie the Pooh person. She loved and enjoyed it a lot. And, I enjoyed, the animated films we've had of them, of those characters and such. But to see the story, which was very interesting and how it affects everything, was quite enjoyable, I have to say. And I did like this film a lot, so. But yeah, so if I had to give Goodbye Christopher Robin a rating, I would give it a solid 4 out of 5. I liked a lot of this stuff, I liked, seeing, one half the ceiling with A. Mill's trauma from war, and the second half dealing with Christopher Robin's impact and all that. Honestly, one of my favorite scenes was when we see the father and son, just bonding with him, as they are, in one scene, in a few scenes of the film, they are by themselves because the nanny has to go because her mother was very ill. The other maid, I think, was out, and Margaret Robbie's character, who was more interested in the party and everything, was kind of upset with her husband for not doing what he was supposed to do, left as well in the course of the film. So it was just the father and son. And you see these two just bonding and everything. It was kind of one of my favorite moments. It was very touching and sweet and all, Just them being around each other and everything was kind of one of my favorite scenes of the film and all. And I did enjoy this film very much because it was very interesting to learn about and such. And it kind of caught my interest in it because I saw a review about it on YouTube, and I didn't watch the review. I just watched it recently because I wanted to know what he thought of it. And, it was a very unique film of learning these facts and all that, which I did like and such, so. But, yeah, so I actually like Goodbye Christopher Robin. I definitely would say if you're curious about learning about Winnie the Pooh and all that, I recommend checking it out and such. So, but it's very interesting. It's not like what you would think from Saving Walt Disney and all that, but it's something completely different and such. So, But anyway, guys, that is my thoughts on Goodbye Christopher Robin. If you have seen the film, please let me know in the comments below if you liked it, if you enjoyed it, or what kind of surprised you and everything and such. So please let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and share with your friends. Hit the bell to be notified of future videos. I've done other film reviews on this channel, and I've done vlogs to shows. I'm planning to do more. I've kind of been on a hiatus with that for a bit because I'm trying to decide which show should I do next, or should I continue and all that. So I'll be doing a poll on my Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter at SuperKid801, I'll have that coming maybe in a few days or so. I'm kind of deciding at the moment on that. But yeah, follow me on Twitter on social media and such to see me and my misadventures and all that and such. But thank you all for watching. Please let me know if you've seen Goodbye Christopher Robin, if you enjoyed the film just as I did. I'll have, next week I plan to have a review for one of my favorite Disney movies, and that is, actually I'm just going to save that for next time, so only a few of my friends know what my favorite Disney movie is. But I'll have my favorite Disney movie review coming next week is my plan and such, so. But thank you all for watching. Please let me know what you thought again, and I will see you next time. Take care.